Most students are in the financial situation where they have student loans and don't know the optimal way to pay it back. They don't know if they should pay the minimum amount and pay it off through 10 years or pay it off quickly. Today we're going to discuss the optimal way of paying off the student loan. To get started, we need to take out the average Canadian student loan. The average Canadian student owes about $28,000 to the Canadian government after graduating, according to the Globe and Mail. Among that $28,000, you have the opportunity to pay it off two different ways. One way is on a floating interest rate at a 6.45%. The other way is at a fixed interest rate at 8.95%. For the sake of simplicity, we are going to take the best case scenario in the situation. We're going to assume that we take the floating interest rate at a 6.45% and the prime rate won't ever change. This means throughout the years we're going to consistently pay 6.45%. This means among the $28,000 that we do owe, we owe 6.45% worth of interest per year. This adds up to $1,806 per year in just interest, or $150.50 on just interest per month. This is without paying any of the equity. This is just interest. $150.50 per month on just interest might not seem like a lot, but if you're like the average student, you're going to be having this debt for 10 years. This means in that 10-year lifespan, you're going to pay approximately $7,600 worth of interest. I was able to calculate this through the government of Canada. They offer a free online tool to see how much interest you're going to be paying on your student loan. I put the link in the description below. I recommend you put the total amount of interest you're going to pay in the comments below. So should you pay your student loan quickly or slowly? Let's say you pay the minimum amount of your student loan per month, and instead with the extra cash, you decide to invest it. If you look into the history of the stock market usually goes up 7%. Considering our loan is a 6.45% interest rate, that means the difference is 0.55% interest. But that 0.55% is only favorable if you have more than $28,000 worth of equity invested in the stock market. This is because you have an interest rate of 6.45% on the $28,000 worth of student loans. And if you're like most students, you're not going to have $28,000 worth invested. You're likely going to start from the beginning at $1,000 or $5,000, or let's say $10,000. $10,000 on an interest rate on like the average growth of the stock market is 7%. This means among that $10,000, you'll only see $700 worth of returns. This is way less than the amount of interest you're building up from your student loan.
But Jose, I already have $28,000 worth of equity. Should I just invest that in the stock market instead?
So let's say you do have $28,000 worth of equity. This means on average, your investments will grow 0.55% quicker than the interest rates. The only problem is that the interest rate is guaranteed to go up 6.45%, while your stocks aren't guaranteed. They can go up, but they can equally go lower. And to me, this isn't worth the risk. I also took the average, and the difference you'll be making in profit would be $800. This is definitely not worth the risk. Also, what happens if there's a financial crisis and you lose a lot of your money? Now you're in a really bad financial situation, plus you owe a lot of interest. I also want to remind you that the interest rate we took is the absolute best case scenario. If we took the fixed interest rate at an 8.95%, that would be even in an even worse situation. I also want you to remember the loan as an investment. This is because every time you pay any extra equity on the loan, you're automatically saving yourself the interest amount. So instead of paying a 6.45% interest, take it as paying as an automatic 6.45% investment or an 8.95% investment. This is a better financial mindset than your previous situation. So instead of investing your money, what I recommend you to do is put 1 month's worth of expenses into a high interest savings account. In Canada, this could be Wealthsimple Save or EQ. If you live in the States, this could be Ali Bank. I'm not sponsored by them. Also, after that, I recommend you maximize your employment contributions. So I know a lot of employers contribute 50% for the first $3,000 of a contribution. So let's say if your employer does contribute 50% on the first $3,000, that means if you put in $3,000 into a 401k or in Canada an RSP, then you get a free $1,500. This means you're guaranteed a 50% ROI. This is absolute free money. You should take that offer. After that, I recommend You liquidate your assets and pay off your student loan with it. As we already calculated, it makes no financial sense to invest your money in the stock market. Instead, just liquidate it and pay off your student loan. After that, I recommend you create a budget list. This budget list should contain your income versus expenses. Instead of just using Mint and automatically doing it, I recommend you actually do this on a Google Sheets and see all your expenses. This includes your phone plan, subscriptions, coffee bills, everything. Because most people, especially our age, don't know how much you're actually spending per month or per year on this. So I recommend you do that as soon as possible. Now that you know how much money you're going to be spending monthly on expenses versus interest, what you need to do first is pay off your high interest loans. This includes your credit cards. After that, I recommend you pay your line of credits and then eventually pay your lower interest rates like your student loan. You should make this your top priority. If you want me to talk about anything else about finance, just let me know in the comments below. Thanks and have a fantastic day. Take care. Bye. If you like this video, give it a like. If you want to see very similar content every Saturday, click the subscribe button right below. If you want to check out a really cool video, click the video to your right. I hope everyone's doing fantastic and take care. Bye.